Hello and welcome to Budgets and Blossom. My name is Jen. Me and my husband are on a personal finance journey to pay off approximately $25,000 worth of auto loan debt. We're going to try and get as far as we can on it this year, but if not, we are definitely going to try and get through it by next year. But we are utilizing the zero-based budget method, and if you haven't already, go ahead and watch my budget with me for February. And we are also doing the cash stuffing method. So we cashed up our categories at the every Friday. I do it every Friday. Our videos come out on Sundays, and that's what gets us through the weeks. And then we will do cash unstuffings and condensings at the end of the month as well. So thank you for sticking around. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Let's get going. So if you caught the last budget with me, or I guess the first budget with me that I did, I actually have a little bit more money this week than I had during that. Had some gift money come in this week, as well as I went on a shopping trip with my mom, and she didn't have her wallet with her, so she Zelled me money later. So I have that money to go ahead and stuff, which will ultimately be unstuffed at the end of the month. But nonetheless, we do have that here in our categories. So let's go ahead and see what we've got going on for this week. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, 5, 50, 70, 90, 610, 630, 650, 670, 80, 90, 700, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 800, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and 35. So $835 that we will be cash stuffing this week. So go ahead and let me know in the comments what is one win that you have had for the week, whether that be personal, professional, a win with your kids, your pets, a relationship. I'd love to hear it down in the comments. I'd love to know what you guys are up to, so please let me know. We're going to go ahead and start off, as always, with our wallet. And today we do have some leftover. And so groceries had $25, $26, $27, $28, $29, $30, and $31 left. But I'm going to go ahead and pull those ones aside for the $1 challenge. And I'm actually going to set this money aside. If you've been watching my videos, I've been telling you that I'm going to Costco every week and have not yet been there. But we do have it planned for Sunday. So I'm going to actually pull the extra money from groceries. If there's anything left in eating out or household, I'll also pull those categories, just to keep it that all of our extra money there is going towards bulk shopping, which will ultimately help me with unstuffing at the end of the month. So 1, 20, and 5 is what it is getting for this week, as it always does. And eating out actually is empty, and it is getting $40 today. Household's got a bunch of money left in, it looks like. So 20, 40, 60, and 5, and we'll go ahead and set that aside. And it is getting $25. And the reason why I'm doing this, as far as pulling it aside to put it with the bulk versus just keeping it in these envelopes, is for the stuff that I've budgeted for the weekly amounts. I kind of want to keep that money in here so that I'm not overspending. Like if I, if I carry that money over, it's going to encourage me to spend more, when in reality, I would actually like to put that towards my bulk trip. So that's why I am separating that out versus just keeping it in here. Let's see. Fuel has 50, and that's just getting carried over. I only stuff that every other week. And I will fuel up on Sunday when we go to Costco. So I think I've got about a half a tank left, so might as well do that while we're there. Maple still has her money, and I'm going to go ahead and leave hers in there because hers is for her food, so that's kind of a little bit different. She's getting her 30, so now she has 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, and 90. And alrighty. And we've already started working on our spent folder because there were a couple items that I did have to put on my card. Alrighty, and now we are on to our bills binder. And let's see. Car wash is getting 15. And now it has 10, 20, 25, and 30. Subscriptions is getting 5, and now it has 10. Memberships will be getting 10 today, and so now it has 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. HOA will be getting $15 today, and now it has 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, and 80. And then registration is going to be getting 15. And now it has 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, and 100. Woohoo! Already reached that 100 mark in this. I think our total for the year is somewhere like 8 something or 9 something. So we are on our way. And then our new category, extra taxes, is going to be getting $10 today, which now it has 20. And that will do it for our bills binder. And now for my favorite binder, our spending binder. And these are all the categories that we save up for all those little expenses throughout the year. So these are the ones that I think are the most fun, because we're giving ourselves permission with these categories. There's a few in here like self-care and spendy gen where it's kind of like I would either not allow myself permission to do something for self-care, or maybe I would get a little bit too spendy when it came to like spendy gen kind of stuff, when I just have that itch to shop. So at least now I'm either allowing myself permission to do things with these categories, or I'm helping restrict myself a little bit with these categories as well, while still allowing myself to do it. So so that's why these are my favorite categories here. So car maintenance today is going to get 10, and now it has 20. Home maintenance is getting 50, and now it has 51, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50, so $150. And I know I keep saying it, but these categories add up so fast when you start stuffing little amounts each time. Maple Vet is going to get $10 today. So 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. And I've got a little cheat sheet off to the side here showing what I'm spending in. So bulk shopping. So this is where I was saying my mom had Zelled me some money for her shopping, so I'm actually going to go ahead and add her money in here, which will give it more than we had initiated in our, or initially had in our budget with me video. So today it is getting $180. So 150, 70 and 80. And then it is also getting the extra funds that we had from our wallets. Put that in. And now it has 1, 50, 70, 90, 210, 230, 250, 270, 280, 290, 295, 300, 5, 10, 15, and 20. So 320. Let me count that once again. That seems like so much money. 1, 50, 70, 90, 210, 230, 250, 270, 280, 290, 95, 300, 5, 10, 15, and 20. Oh my goodness, $320. That is amazing. And like I said, I'll be unstuffing some. I think it was actually like $142 that will be unstuffed for hers, but that is still amazing. Spendy Jen is another category that is getting a lot extra this week. It is actually getting $255. So that's 1, 2, 50, and 5. And that was because some gift money came through. So 1, 2, 50, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95. So $195. Yes. I promise counting isn't always hard. It's just hard today. I feel a little bit off. Self-care is getting $10 today. So now it has 10, 20, 25, and 30. And I know I often talk about these categories, just so I don't seem like a selfish jerk. I always talk about these categories as far as me, and what they do for me. But they are just as much for my husband as they are for me, just so you guys know. Let's see. And clothes is also getting 10. So 10, 20, 25, and 30. We are very much so one of those couples that is very much intertwined in our relationship. So very much a what's yours is mine, what's mine is mine kind of situation. Nespresso is getting 5, and yes, you did hear that right. 5, 10, 15, and 20. Gifts is getting 5 today. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. He's the best. We've been together almost 20 years. He's the love of my life. $10. So 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40. And so that does it for our spending binder and for our cash stuffing this week. But I am going to go ahead, because I always forget to add our ones to the $1 savings challenge envelope. I am going to go ahead and remember to do that today. And we will go ahead and keep this a secret as far as how much is saved already. But this is just in, what is it, the first basically 6 weeks of the year so far. And this is how many ones that we have in that challenge. So it is adding up quickly itself. And so that will do it for today's cash stuffing. Thank you all so much for being here. I can't begin to tell you how much I appreciate all of you who have given me your support. At the time of filming this, I currently have 45 subscribers, and that is already beyond my wildest imagination. I had been looking at the views over the weekend, and I had scrolled over my budget with me video, and at the time it had 227 views, and my jaw dropped. It's crazy to think that I am reaching so many people, and my hope with all of this is that I can encourage you to be in touch with your finances so that you can live your best life. I think so many times our finances can be a pain point for us, And we're kind of almost trained, I think, for the most part, for it to be that way. But the truth is, if we step in and we take control and we don't let society tell us what we need to spend our money on, what things we need to have in our life to make us happy, and we actually choose those items for ourselves and give our permission to spend on things that are important to us, and also permission to not spend on things that aren't actually important to us, I think it makes all the difference in the world. So the fact, if I can, just with sharing my journey, if I can encourage even one person to look at their finances and, just get in tune with them, that would mean the world to me, because I can tell you each and every one of you deserves to have a financial future that makes you proud, one that will make you feel secure. And that is what all of this is about. And I know that money isn't everything, but the truth of the matter is it is a thing that gets us a lot of safety and security in our lives. So, if you haven't started on your finance journey and you're just kind of watching this and kind of questioning yourself, take the leap. Take the leap to start tracking your finances and understand where your money is going. Take the leap to start saving, and even if it isn't using the cash budgeting system, start working on a system that works for you and that will get you moving in the right direction. The sooner you do this, the sooner you're going to be in control of your life. And this has been a long ramble, but you deserve this so much more than you could ever imagine. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for the support. If you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button. Feel free to share this video out. I love you and appreciate you guys so much. Take care.